Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Those of you who are new, welcome, and those who are not new, welcome back. So I'm here doing this reading. This is a timeless reading, and it is messages from your angels and guides. So I'm going to channel messages, whatever messages you are meant to hear, whoever is meant to hear this message, I'm going to channel messages for you. So right now I'm setting up the piles, and I have the following decks. So I'm using the Kawaiii Tarot Oracle deck, Kawaiii Tarot cards. I'm using the Crystal Intentions Oracle. I'm using prayer cards, Energy Oracle. I don't know who makes this tarot deck, but it's just a regular tarot deck. Okay, so that we have more than one option. And then I just got this deck that I love, is You Are a Badass deck by Jen Sncero. Got that from Barnes & Noble. I thought that was really cool. It's a great deck, and I think it's perfect for this reading. So thank you for tuning in. My name is Minister Kismet. This is my channel. I have all kinds of stuff on my channel, and I am a Reiki practitioner, sound healer, hypnotherapist, spiritual counselor. I am open for readings if you'd like to book a reading. My information will be below for you to hit me up and tap in. Looking forward to hearing from those who click on this reading for whatever reason. I do believe strongly in the law of attraction. I think that there are no coincidences and there are no accidents. So if you are drawn, then you're drawn for a reason. So let's get into the reading, and all my information will be tacked down below. And let's get into those who are going to choose pile 1. Now, I'm not using any visual piles for this particular reading. I want you to take a moment and just listen to or visualize what number between 1 and 3 pops into your mind or your head. Do you hear the number 1? Do you hear the number 2? Do you hear the number 3? We're going to do 3 readings. Sometimes when I'm doing pick of cards myself, I'll already know what number is going to be in my head before I even look at the visual cues. But for those who are visual, you can picture in your mind which number is it that you want to go with. So is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? And then I will put the stamps below if you want to fast forward to your pile. Okay, so those who chose pile number 1, let's get into your reading. So I'm just pulling out the cards and getting them ready. Okay, and let's see what messages you have. Okay, so again, these are the decks that I talked about in the beginning, and I will put the decks below. And I'm doing a quick shuffle on these as well. These are cool, these Crystal Intention Oracles. There's a crystal on the front and a message on the back. And it's really cool because if you love crystals like I do, crystals have such amazing energy. They are allies for us energetically. If you're an empath, it's imperative that you work with crystals. So they're really good to have. So I'm going to pull a crystal card from the middle here. So we have that. Already you're getting amethyst. Okay. And then from the Kawaiii Tarot deck, you're getting, hold on a second, the Knight of Swords. Okay. From the Energy Oracle, you have Caring Connections. Okay. And then from the prayer cards, you have, on the bottom of the deck, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Okay, it's a scripture reminding us that we don't have to be anxious for anything. We can just cast our cares in prayer to God or source or whatever you believe in, your higher self. And we're going to pull this card here. All right. So we have that. All right. So we have caring connections, Knight of Swords, the Amethyst, and hold on a second. We're going to pull another tarot card. We're going to pull one from my other tarot deck. And then I'm going to pull one from my Major Arcana deck to see what the major theme is for you. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And then we're going to go with Major Arcana. The Emperor. Okay. All right. I'm seeing it. All right. So if you're drawn to pile one, okay, you got a number one in your mind, or you heard the number one, let's get into it. So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, caring connections, and this deck doesn't have reversals, but this card came out in reverse. And we have the Knight of Swords, and then we have, in him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. And then we have the Amethyst. It says, I pay attention to my intuition and dreams. I easily interpret their messages. It's saying, develop intuition, use your psychic gift, increase dream recall, and the interpretation of symbols in all areas of life. Transform and transmute negativity. So, and then you have the Emperor. Okay, so from the You Are a Badass deck, we're going to pull another card here. Pull this one. And this one says, you created the reality you now exist in with your thoughts, which means you can use the very same power of thought to change it. Okay, so here we go. Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Emperor. To me, this is saying your spirit guides are telling you that because you are overthinking, overgiving, okay, you're overextending yourself, you're not in balance, you're creating anxiety, you're overthinking, you're creating anxiety with overthinking, and you're not living in your power. You are a powerful being. You're very powerful. You are a natural authority. You have natural authority. You have a natural ability to manifest, to create the reality that you desire. And you're overthinking. You're probably experiencing insomnia. So you're not remembering your dreams, or you're not sleeping deep enough to get dreams. And your spirit guides, you know, your angels, they want to communicate to you in your dreams. Okay, so you definitely want to pick up some amethyst if you don't already have some, or if you do have some and you're not working with it, you want to go ahead and reconsecrate it, put it next to your bed, or sleep with it some under your pillow, or near your bed, so that you can kind of work with the amethyst energy to sleep deeper and recall your dreams. You are an empath. You're a natural boss, but because you're in this anxiety, you're overgiving, you're overextending yourself. The message is you need to give, and from a balanced place, because you are a boss. You have it to give. You have it to give. You have natural authority. You have the ability to make boss moves. But, you know, sometimes when we're overthinking, it puts us in a state of freeze where we don't make moves because we're overthinking things and we're questioning ourselves. We're experiencing self-doubt. You have caring connections in your life, but you're not utilizing those connections. You're not, because you're overthinking and you feel like you have to be the giver all the time. You have to be the one who's always extending yourself and, you know, doing everything. You are out of balance. Okay, it's creating a lack of balance in your money, your time, and it's making you lose more money and time than you would need to, because Six of Pentacles is usually like a raise or, you know, charity, receiving charity or giving charity. But with all of these cards, it looks like because of the Knight of Swords here, you are overthinking. You're doing too much. Okay. So the message and the caution is to get yourself back in balance. Pull back your power. Stop overthinking. Okay. And trust that you know are being held by the Creator, by something greater than you. It says, in Him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in His holy name. And you're not trusting just in the name, you're trusting in the reputation of Spirit of God, of, whatever you believe in, for a source of power that's greater than your power. And that's what faith is. So, and then even though it says you have caring connections, they're reminding you that, they love you, your spirit guides care about you, your angels care about you. But also, you need to have a caring connection with yourself. Even though this does show a couple, you have to remember that you are connected to yourself first before you're connected to anyone else. And if you are constantly overextending yourself, you're over giving, overbearing, overdoing things, then you are not living in your power, and you are not being the boss that you are. And that's where the goal is. So in order to swing that around, stop doubting yourself, know that you are powerful, act in your powerfulness, know when to set boundaries, forgiving, know when you are, okay, you've given enough and it's time for you to give to yourself by bringing things back into balance, and stop overthinking, okay? Work with the amethyst energy to kind of balance out that anxious energy so that you can move forward and continue to create the reality that you want, okay? It says you can use the very same power of thought to change your reality. Change it to the reality that you want, because remember, you are a badass, okay? So that is it. That's the message really quick that I have for those who resonate with pile number 1. We are now going to be moving on to those who are envisioning or heard number 2 for their pile selection. All right, so we're going to put these back. We're going to clear the energy from the decks, and we're going to move on to pile number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you liked the content, and I hope the message was resonating for you. Definitely look at some of my other videos, look around, hit the like and subscribe button, the bell notification if you haven't already. All of my informations are below if you want to book a reading with the pricing and everything like that. And I'm sending you lots of love and wishing you the best and wishing you success in everything that you do. So we're going to go ahead and move on to those who chose number 2. Those who chose pile number 2, I'm going to just do a quick read. This is a timeless reading, so it's based on whenever you come across this, or if it pops up on your For You page, and we are going to get a message that you need to hear from your angels and your guides, and see whatever message that is. So I went over the decks in the beginning, but the decks will be listed below. I have Crystal Intentions Oracle, I have the Kawaiii Tarot, I have the Traditional Tarot, I have You Are a Badass deck from Jen Sncero, I have Today's Prayer, okay, and I have the Energy Oracle deck. So we are just going to get right into your reading, and let me clear the energy. And we're going to start with a Crystal Intentions Oracle. And this is a cool oracle deck. It has crystals and messages on the front and back. So let's see. We have here blue lace agate. Okay. And then we have green malachite. Okay. And then we're going to pull a prayer card. Today's prayer. And see what message you need to hear. And Spirit, speak to me for the collective and what message they need to hear. Okay, we have this Psalms 116 verse 1. I love the Lord because he hears my voice and my prayers. We're going to see what the energy oracle is. At the bottom of the deck, it says broken heart. Let's clear the deck. Okay, we have seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. Okay. All right, and then we're going to go to the tarot. So we have the Kawaiii tarot. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Okay. We have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords in the last pile. So if you're coming from that pile, still have that Swords energy for pile number 2. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess. Okay. So we already have Major Arcana energy. I'm going to pull another card from the Kawaiii tarot and see. Whoa. Okay, so that energy was a lot. One moment, let me grab one of these. Okay, so we have, what fell out was a Nine of Swords. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords and we have the High Priestess. All right, now, so basically the message is, blue lace agate. Let's start with that. It says, it's easy for me to express myself. I am understood. I hear what others are communicating. It says, speak the truth, listen well, have the courage to say what you need to say. Be heard, read between the lines. Okay. I love the Lord because he hears my voice and my prayers. And seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. So, whoever chose this pile, you guys are exceptionally psychic. You are exceptionally gifted with intuition. You may be prophetic. You may be chosen ones. You may be starseeds. You may be light workers. But there is something that you're not expressing. There's something that you're holding back saying. And your spirit guides and angels are encouraging you to speak out, to really tune in. You have a connection to source. You're a high priestess. It is your responsibility to convey messages from spirit because you are a channel for spirit. You're a channel for source. You're a channel for others who get blocked more often than you do because you have a natural gift and a natural talent. And for whatever reason, you are being encouraged to, first of all, work with blue lace agate, which is a great crystal, to help you. You know, you can even put it right on your throat chakra as you're meditating or praying, whatever you do in your spiritual practices, to help you amplify your voice. Because the scripture, again, I love the Lord because he hears my voice and my prayers. You know, you are being called also to pray for others. You are also what they call an intercessor, which means that you, because of your connection to God, source, the divine, higher self, you know, bright light energy, you have the ability to pray for others, you know, to hear the messages, to be prophetic, to channel. Okay. And for whatever reason, maybe you haven't been doing that. You've been maybe more focused on earthly things, you know, Nine of Swords. You've been more into maybe feeling stuck, feeling stagnant. And that energy is blocking you from tapping into your spiritual gifts, your abilities to connect and speak what needs to be said. You know, sometimes what we do is we also give into doubt too much, because a lot of things in life will make us feel like, you know, we aren't good enough, or we fail, or we focus too much on the bills and, you know, the things of life that kind of weigh us down. And when we're doing that, especially when you have the gift as a high priestess, you are not walking in your calling. You're not walking in what you came here to do, because that is a very high responsibility. I mean, think about it. If you were elected as a mayor or a judge or, you know, someone who's high ranking, then you don't do anything, you know, you're not helping the people, then you're not being a good role. And I know you may say, you know, why do I have to, you know, do this? Like, why can't I just, and it's not that you have to do it all the time, but if you're not doing it at all, then you're not in your gifts. You're not operating in the role that you have. Of course, you know, you're not always going to be the high priestess. And this is not gender specific. I mean, you can be male and have high priestess energy, high priest energy, because you are, again, connected to spirit. You have a channel for hearing from spirit, hearing from, you know, the upper realms, the other dimensions, and bringing messages down to people who may be blocked because of stress and trauma and whatever, you know, religious programming. So you have a responsibility wherever you are to bring those messages forth, whatever vehicle you choose to use, whether you're on Instagram, YouTube, or even just in your community, at a yoga class or at a school or wherever you happen to be. You know, if you get a message and you don't say it, then you're not fulfilling the role that you signed up for here in this 3 dimension, this earth that we're living in. So that's the message that you guys have. So make sure you work with blue lace agate. Also, Archangel Uriel will help you as well. Uriel is the angel of wisdom, of knowledge, and again, connected with your 7th chakra, which is your crown chakra. So again, work with the color purple, the number 5. You have the number 5, you have the 9. Maybe you're 59. Maybe, you know, maybe you were born in 1995. I mean, there are so many different ways of working with spirit. But for the message from your angels, for those who clicked in to this reading and who are drawn to number 2, then you are definitely going to work with blue lace agate, definitely work with Archangel Uriel more, and know that you are highly ranked and very, very intuitive. Don't second guess your intuition, and use your intuition by speaking out the things and the messages that you need to share. So that is your advice from your angels and your guides. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this resonated for you. My information is linked below if you want to book a one-on-one reading. Also, my social media information is listed below, and the decks that I'm using are listed below. So I'm wishing you lots of love, sending you lots of blessings, and now I'm going to move on to pile number 3. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, hit the like and subscribe button so that you can get notified when I post. Hit the bell notification, and support my. Thanks for supporting my channel. So we are going to now move on to pile number 3, our final pile. So I'm going to thank you for those who tuned in and heard 3 or saw 3 and just knew that they wanted pile 3. I think I like you to work with your intuition. Sometimes we don't always have visual cues. Sometimes we just know automatically. I know I'm going to choose this pile. I'm resonating with this pile. Sometimes it's a pile you choose all the time. And as a matter of fact, I'm hearing that those who chose this pile always choose pile 3. So thank you and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And again, this is a timeless reading. The decks that I'm using will be listed below. And my name is Minister Kismet. So let's get into your reading. So I'm going to clear the energy from the Crystal Intentions Oracle. This is a great oracle deck. I love it because it has a crystal in the front and a message on the back. And it's pretty amazing because crystals are just great allies for us in the spiritual realm, in the earthly realm. They connect all those energies. They have so many beautiful light codes that help us. If you're an empath, they also help protect you and guide you, help connect you with your angels and your guides here for whatever assignment we have here in the 3D realm. So we are going to pick. We have turquoise. Those who chose pile number 3, you have the crystal turquoise, which I believe is really an agate. Okay. We're going to do a prayer, today's prayers card. Let's see what we have for this one. And for this one, we have trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. It's Proverbs 3:3-5. Okay. And then we're going to do some Kawaiii tarot cards. Okay. Ooh. These cards are really like slippery and jumpy and ready. They have a lot of messages. So I know I'll be using these for a lot more readings because they have a lot to say. Okay, this one wanted to come out. We have the Judgment card. Okay, so we also have a Major Arcana. Major Arcana. Let's pull another one. The Sun. Wow. Pile 3. Okay. And then we have from this deck, let's clear the energy from this deck. And then we're going to do You Are a Badass. And then we're going to get into the reading. Let's see. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. And then we have, from this deck, You Are a Badass. We're going to get a card here. Oh, I love it. All right. Those who chose pile 3. You guys. Your archetype may be a manifester, a generator. If you ever know about the human design, you guys are probably Leos, Libras, Sagittariuses, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the message for you guys is that you have Judgment and the Sun and turquoise. So let's start with the crystal turquoise. It says, I am always at the right place at the right time with the right people. It says, improve your timing, increase the occurrence of synchronistic opportunities, be inspired with creative ideas, develop understanding of various cultures and spiritual philosophies. Ashe. So, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean upon your own understanding. Three of Pentacles. Judgment and the Sun. All right, so first of all, things are going really well for you. Okay, things are going really well. With the Judgment card and the Sun card, you have good karma. Okay, you have been planting very good seeds and reaping harvests because of it. Okay, you have been trusting the process. You know, doing the things that you needed to do. Working, making plans, strategizing, working with your alliances. This is about a married couple going to make plans, to build a house, to set a firm foundation. And you are all about that. You are all about building, you're thinking about the future. You're trying to establish yourself. Okay. You're trying to establish yourself, put down roots, and be the force. Okay, the force is with you. So your spirit guide, first of all, your spirit team, your guides, ancestors, angels, they are no joke. Let's just say that in the spiritual realm, they are heavy hitters. The team that you have with you, and that usually means with the Sun and Judgment, you have a very high calling here. Your presence is very beneficial. You are a Midas touch person. You're the kind of person that can make something out of nothing. Okay, you are, wanting to be careful with the alliances that you make. Okay, where you're putting your time and your efforts and your energy. Know that you are building whatever that is. So I feel like the message for you is maybe your timing is a little bit off, and it's because of second guessing things. Because when you're in your trusting energy, when you're in your faith energy, you are full of light. You are bringing the light codes that you have with you, your powerful spirit team. You are on the right path. You are moving the way that you're supposed to be moving without thinking about it. When you start thinking about it is when you're kind of dimming your own light and not bringing your timing, because everything is divine timing. But when your timing is off, and maybe that's what you're noticing, is that your timing has been off lately, it's because of that, because you're not just kind of going with the flow. You're being encouraged to go with the flow, to, just be the radiant, powerful being that you are, the badass that you are, knowing that your team supports you. They have your back no matter what. You can just trust. You can literally just trust. Literally. I mean, you got angels blowing trumpets when you walk. Baby, you're the shit. Okay? So work with the turquoise energy. Get you some turquoise if you don't have some already. Put it in your pocket, put it in your bra, whatever. Because your issue is the timing of things. You need to kind of get your timing right for whatever it is that you're working on, whatever projects that you're working on. You want to start working with turquoise energy. You want to kind of get your timing right, and then stay in the trust energy. Don't get into doubt energy. It's like there's a story in the Bible that talks about when Christ was on a boat, there was a storm, and in the storm, he was walking on the water, right? And they were like, who is this guy? Like his disciples, they were like, what's going on? Am I dreaming? This man's walking on water. What's going on? And it was freaking them out. And then Peter, and you would be Peter, okay? You would be Peter. And Peter would be like, you know what? If it's you, Lord, tell me and I'll walk on water too. And so Christ said, it is me. Come on out the boat, walk on water. And Peter got out and he's walking on water. And he's like, wait a minute, whoa. But then the minute he started thinking about it, he started sinking down and sinking into the storm, because he wasn't just trusting. He wasn't just trusting. When you're trusting, baby, you can walk on water. You can literally walk on water. You probably have the spiritual gift of miracles, which is so needed in this world, meaning just your presence alone, because it talks about that. It says that the occurrence of synchronistic opportunities by being in the right place at the right time, and also studying other cultures and spiritual philosophies. Don't lock yourself down into just one spiritual philosophy, because this talks about the place that you worship as well. Don't lock God into a box. Don't lock God into just, Jesus or spiritual. Like, understand that this is all way bigger than we could fathom in our human brains. Our spirits know. And that's the message for you. Just trust the process. Go with the flow. And you can walk on water. You are very powerful. Your light codes are so needed in this earth and at this time. But if you're doubting and you're questioning and you're not going with the flow and knowing that your spirit team has your back for your path that you're on, you are on the right path. You have sown the right seeds. You are reaping your harvest. But if you're doubting it, it's not going to happen. Okay, it's going to dim your light and it's going to throw your timing off and stuff like that. But you can always come right back. And that's the whole point. And that's the key. And that's the reminder. So thank you so much for tuning in. Very short messages, guys. I hope this resonated for you. And my information will be linked below if you want to book a reading. I will have my socials on there and the decks that I use. And look around, go around the neighborhood, look at some of my other videos. I have all kinds of stuff on my channel. I love to travel. I love to eat. I love Halloween. There's all kinds of stuff on here that, maybe we can relate. Maybe we can become besties. Definitely hit the like and subscribe if you're not already following, and hit the bell notification so you can get notified when I post videos. But thanks so much for tuning in. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Wishing you all the best, all the success that you deserve. And I know that if you're my collective, we have great assignments here on this earth. So thank you so much. Ta-ta for now.